And joined right now by head men's basketball coach Mike MacDonald, following Daemen's 78-72 victory in the semifinal round of the East Coast Conference Championship tournament tonight. Daemen is moving on to the final round Sunday. Opponent is still TBA at this point, but it'll be the winner of St. Thomas Aquinas and Malloy. That game is ongoing.
It's going to be St. Thomas Aquinas, Mike. I like you being neutral, but they're winning big.
They're up big. I understand that. Let's get to your game. Tough first half, maybe toughest offensive first half that you guys have had. Ryan Salzberg gets a buzzer-beating three to give you a 2-point lead, but
he's got a knack for that, doesn't
he? He does. Roberts made things tough, especially on the inside. Really made things tough on Andrew Cisco.
They did. They played very well defensively. I thought we were a little stagnant offensively. Honestly, I thought we were a little tight. I thought it looked like a team that hadn't really, other than Cisco, none of these guys have ever really played in big playoff games. And I thought we were, I was nervous is a tough word, but I thought tight. We missed a lot of free throws. I believe we were 9 for 15, which we haven't done. We rebounded a little bit nicer in the second half. And we had some wide open threes we didn't make. And then all of a sudden we made shots. We're down 6-0. And I could see us just kind of squeezing a little bit. And then we made some shots, we relaxed, and it got to 6-6. And the next thing you know, it was 12-6. We were up. And I thought, okay, we're a little more in rhythm. And then Sean picked up his second foul early. And that took our rhythm away a little bit again. And, credit Roberts. They're good. They're good. They're an NCAA tournament team. I've said that all along. I believe that. We've played them 4 times now. And they are a team of 4 seniors and a sophomore who's played a ton of minutes. They are a very experienced team. And they're good. They're good. And they defended well. They had a good plan. And I thought we kind of played into that plan a little bit.
Did you feel like you had to? I know you're saying that they belong in the NCAA tournament, and it may turn out otherwise. So they really needed a win today to help their cause. And did you feel like your team had to match their desperation at all?
Yeah, and I thought we did. I mean, there you are. You're playing a team that, like I said, 4 seniors who don't want their careers to end, or their season to end if they come back next year, I guess. But they didn't want this season to end. They're so close to getting to the NCAA tournament, they wanted to get in. And they were playing great desperation, great energy. And I thought we did kind of match it. We never got down big. I think the biggest deficit might have been 3 in the first half. And we were, we always just kind of hung around. We were taking some punches, and then we were just hanging around. And Salzberg landed a little bit of a haymaker at the end of the half to send us in with a lead. And then it was just like, okay, relax. We took a deep breath. We talked about at this time of year, you got to win by 1. Just win by 1. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be win by 10. You don't have to pull it away or anything. Just win by 1. And I think that we settled down a little bit in that second half. I believe Brian Salzberg hit a 3 to start the second half and kind of got us going a little bit. Our defense was much better in the second half.
Defense was better, and you also got Cisco going a little bit, and
Yep.
we all know he's the engine that he's the guy that kind of drives the bus a little bit, and it wasn't just with his scoring. He was a willing passer out of the post when things were being double teamed. That 3 that you mentioned by Salzberg early in the second half, I think was off a kick out from him.
It was. You're right.
But he scored 18 points in the second half after getting only 6 in the first. So how was he able to get going?
I think a big thing, Mike, was we were able to get out in transition. We were able to get stops. We weren't taking it out and having a run offense. We were able to get out and be able to move, and we spaced the floor, and we were able to find him. And when they're in a scramble situation, all of a sudden we're able to find him, and he's getting a little more space because they're scrambling out to shooters. Totally agree. I thought in the first half he was almost trying to pass too much instead of trying to make a quick move. We had talked about how they defended him, what they were going to do in the other 3 games, and we thought, hey, you're going to have to go kick the ball out and be ready to repost. And it was almost like he was trying to be Djokovic from the Nuggets. He was going to just pass. And instead, I think he was smarter in the second half where he was a little bit more aggressive and right off the first touch, making a quick move and scoring. But it helped by us getting stops and being out in transition and spacing the floor that way.
So you guys end up, you make a nice run. You get a really good stretch from Andrew Mason. Incredible. I guess I got to ask you about the play. So Mason hits a 3. There's a loose ball at the other end. Sean Fasciero comes out of nowhere to save this ball.
Incredible.
And then Mason ends up taking it the coast to coast and gets an and one. What did that play mean for you guys?
That was a huge energy play, and that's what we kind of missed in the first half. Sean only played about 8 minutes in the first half, and he was on the bench in foul trouble. And when he was out, we didn't have necessarily all of that. But he that play summed it up, right? There was a 50-50 ball, and if you're going to beat Roberts, you got to win the 50-50 balls. The game we lost at Roberts, they beat us to all the 50-50 balls. The other two games we won, I thought we did a better job on the 50-50 balls. And I thought that was one, like right there. And then Mason was coming in front of me, and I'm just like, go to the hoop, go to the hoop. And he went there, and he made the layup, and he M1. So I thought he played tremendous in the second half. I thought we all did. We all, it's never going to be pretty at this time of year, especially when you're playing a rival who you've played 3 times. You're playing them for the 4th time. They know us, we know them, right? We all know each other, and that becomes much more difficult. But we survived. And college kids and college coaches aren't wired for this. We're used to, hey, you play somebody in January, maybe you play them in February, then you're going to play them in March, and that's it. We've played 4 times in 3 weeks, right? And this is more like an NBA thing, and we've had to you had to adjust and try and be a little tricky. And I probably did a little bit too much overcoaching by trying to counter some of the things they were doing.
You guys have a short bench right now. You're only dressing 9 guys. Got some guys out with injuries, and second game in a row where you guys built a double-figure lead into the second half. It's 10 points today, and then saw that whittled away late. You had 4 guys play 38 minutes or more today. Is there any concern moving forward? Just kind of running out of gas late in these games, but just because
I don't think we ran out of gas today. I thought we just, again, they were desperate, and we made a couple bonehead plays. I thought that allowed them to kind of hang around and do stuff. But I'd like to play more guys, but right now I thought the way the game was flowing, it was a very quick game, that, those guys were okay. And you know what? Everybody had a lot of rest during the summer of COVID. So you know what? No reason to be tired now. You're getting a chance to play for a championship, and have incredible trust in those 5 guys, and put them in and let them do it. But I thought, Justin Johnson was okay. He made a couple of freshman mistakes, and then Deshaun Hines came in and made a great play just by flashing to the ball and getting the ball over half court when Kyle was triple teamed in the corner, and Kyle made a great pass to him. So it allowed us to keep the clock ticking, keep spaced, and get out of there. So it was, we're going to need the bench. We'll need the bench on Sunday, but wasn't worried about Sunday tonight. Was worried about tonight and winning tonight. That was kind of the impetus for why I didn't sub a lot in the second half.
Well, let's look ahead to Sunday real quickly. And, if it is indeed St. Thomas Aquinas, they are ahead 92-69 right now with about 5 minutes to go in the second half.
If it's not, there'll be a whole nother story, and we can do a whole nother Zoom on tomorrow and talk about it.
Fair enough.
And I think Malloy would be tired on Sunday coming here.
Yeah. Against Stack, most likely on Sunday, you guys were just there. They were, probably the odds-on favorite to win the league this year. A lot of guys coming back, nationally ranked team. You guys went down there and beat them once, split with them 2 really, really good games to watch. Beat them by 3, lost to them by 3. So rubber match on Sunday.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go play, and we'll see what's happened. And who knows, maybe we'll see him again later on after this week, right? But we'll worry about that too. Listen, guys might be tired. We got travel. There are all sorts of excuses, but in the end, you got to play the game. And you know what? We're going down there. We'll play. They're a good team. They odds-on favorite to win the region from the get-go. You mentioned nationally ranked. They're a team that anything you read about Division II hoops, they've talked about. Hey, they're one of the really truly special teams. And rich get richer. They go get Queen's best player and add him to the lineup. So they're great. They're really good. They got they got a number of first team selections. They got great guard play, great inside play, the defensive player of the year, Kevin Lynch. I mean, they have it all. And we're going to have to, we have our work cut out for us, but we're there and we're still playing, and we're happy. We'll get on that bus. We'll have smiles on our faces, and we'll drive down there. Hopefully we'll have a few smiles on the way back too, but we'll see. We can't worry about that now. We just got to worry about getting ready for them and practice tomorrow, and then get on the bus.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for taking a couple minutes today. Safe travels down to Spark Hill, and good luck on Sunday.
Thanks. I got to say happy birthday to my twin brothers, Timmy and Tommy. They turned 50 tomorrow. 50. How about that? Pretty old, right? But
Not as old as you.
yeah. I was going to say younger brothers. Thanks. You sold me out.
All right, Coach. We'll
All
talk
right.
to you.
See you, Mike.